Okay, so as promised, I just finished running a level 4 mission, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on salvaging. In general, I don't think it's worth it to salvage level 1s, level 2s, or level 3s. I think your time is far better spent running those missions, getting comfortable with combat mechanics so that you can get up to level 4 missions, assuming you're Omega. Okay, level 3s are probably worth it for alpha clones just to get the experience of salvaging. There are only 2 ships that I recommend salvaging in. One is the Noctis, this guy, which I actually don't know if that's alpha clone. Let's see what happens. Nope, that's Omega. Okay. The other ship is the Catalyst, or your equivalent destroyer that has lots of high slots. That's a lot of Algos. That's a lot of Algos builds. That's a little embarrassing. Thrashers have the 8 slots up there. In general, you're looking to be able to fit 4. Do Corms have the 8s? Yep. Or the Coercer, right? So anything that has the 8 slots up there. Because you're looking to fit the following things: 4 tractor beams and 4 salvagers. All right, so you can tractor beam, suck in 4 wrecks, salvage them all at the same time. I don't have a build that I really like for high sec, right? Like, odds are insanely low that someone's going to come gank your Noctis in high sec, right? So, but I think this guy's got a decent amount of buffer, right? Like, they'll have to kind of chew on you for a little bit. Here's the things you need. You need a Microwarpdrive just in case you need to get around in this fat thing. You need 4 salvagers and 4 tractor beams, and 3 salvage tackles really help. I think they help in the percent chances of successfully finishing a salvaging cycle. What they actually say is designed to increase a ship's chance of salvage retrieval at the expense of max velocity. Okay, so they increase the chances that where am I going? I want to go to Violate. Oh, that's where I am. Okay. Well, anyway, I've set some salvaging spots, so we're going to warp to the first one. S1, here we go. We're going to go in order. Remember, wrecks disappear after 2 hours. So if you don't go back and get them, they're going to be gone. So the Noctis is your ship, okay? 120, 100 mil, but it'll salvage so fast you won't even know. So a lot of times people will put salvagers or tractor beams or other stuff on their combat ships, and I don't think that's worth it. You're always sacrificing some kind of... Not always, okay? If you're running a Vexor, maybe you don't put guns on it, but like, if it's a drone boat, maybe you don't put guns. But even so, the DPS from those guns could be helping you run missions faster. So I don't recommend fitting a combat mission ship with salvagers or tractor beams or any of the stuff that you need in order to salvage. That's just that's like my opinion, man. So your best ship is going to be the Noctis. If you can get it, if you're Omega. If not, use a Catalyst. Build one specifically to salvage. And just park it in your mission hub. And when you get done running a mission, if you feel like salvaging, go back and grab your Catalyst and take it out and go salvage stuff with it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm pulling in 4 wrecks at a time. When they get within 5,000, you can start turning your salvagers on. And that will turn them into useful bits like this, which you can use for other industry and things like that. And then... the one thing this won't do is it won't actually loot the wrecks for you. So you need to make sure that once you're done salvaging everything, you can grab the cans. You can just open. This one didn't finish yet. And then you can just literally just click loot all like a bunch of times in a row. Really slick, right? And look at that. I've already got, 5 million just from this first little site here. I barely did anything. I mean, I had to kill these with my Myrmidon. If you haven't watched my PvE Myrmidon video, please do. It's very relevant right now because battleships cost a gajillion ISK. And you're better off finding alternatives. And the Myrmidon is my favorite alternative for level 4s. Because I'm a Galente pilot, though. If you want, if you want a different racial battle cruiser, you're going to have to kind of go elsewhere. Sorry. So there we go. So there's 5 points out. So that is salvaged, and we are heading to our next location, S2. These were the pockets of the mission, and all you do to bookmark is Control B, name your bookmark, put it in the right folder, whatever folder. I have a bunch because whatever. And then have it expire in 3 hours if it's a salvage, because if it, the wrecks are going to go away after 2 anyway, so you might as well just have your bookmark expire. Then you don't have to worry about cleaning it up later and getting confused. Okay. So the Noctis holds a good amount of stuff, but we'll see what happens here. Because that, sometimes you can fill up, and there was a lot of battleships in the last room of this mission, so... I recommend the Noctis over an MTU, because MTUs get blown up all the time. And they're easy. No one's guarding them. And they're just sitting around. And people love to hunt those MTUs down, kill them, and take the stuff inside. It might be more convenient for you, but I don't think it's better. I would recommend just parking a salvage ship in your mission hub and just running it out whenever you need to. I have my hotkeys set up so that my left and right arrows shift me through targets down here. Really useful for this kind of work. And you never use left and right anyways in any other aspect of the game. I don't think. Somebody drop me a comment if you use left and right. You can also lock the cargo containers and tractor them as well if you forget one or something. You can tractor those too. But let's make sure I still have enough cargo space when this is all said and done, because I'm getting a ton of stuff here. Grab the stuff from in there, and then when this guy comes in, that's it. So that's the basics of salvaging, right? Control B to make a bookmark. Make sure you're bookmarking during the mission. If you turn the mission in, you won't be able to go back to where you were. Like, all the gates disappear and you won't know where it was. So as you're running each room, you need to be dropping those bookmarks. I recommend against MTUs, as cool as they are. They get ganked and blown up a lot. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about MTUs. Obviously they get used, right? But basically, they're just asking to get the stuff stolen out of them. And so that's, I guess, what I recommend. So we got 18 million out of that, and we got 29 million from the bounties. So that was about a 50 million-esque thing, and it only took me about an hour. So that's pretty good if you can get Dread Pirate Scarlet and do it in your Myrmidon, and get your Noctis out. You've basically almost paid for, a third of the Myrmidon, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, we had a blast fighting, and we had a blast salvaging. So the salvaging fits will be in the description. The Noctis fit, I will have some blank holes in it, so don't get mad at me, because like I said, the lows and one of the mids, I don't really think matter. You can put whatever you want down there. If you want some tank, if you want a repairer, if you just want, I don't even know, inertial stabilizer, so you can align a little quicker. For high sec stuff, it's not really that big of a deal. Other places, yeah, I might want to be more careful, but you should have buddies in those places. You should not be salvaging by yourself. You will get blown up in low sec and null sec. But in high sec, it's just not a concern. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next Aries Gaming.